Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome today to what's going to be the start of something completely new. I have never really done something like this before, and for some reason it's still messing up even right now to this very moment. I could barely even get it to work as is. We're going to be playing a GBA game, and we're not going to be using the Wii U emulation. You can probably already tell what game it is, because it's not on the Wii U, otherwise I would have totally done that. So I booted up my GameCube, I dusted it all off. Today we're going to be starting Pokemon FireRed. Very excited to do this, very happy. I think it'll be pretty cool actually, so let's hop right in. And I do have my GameCube controller set up, which is pretty sweet. The various buttons will be explained in the order of their importance. D-pad moves the main character, okay, A, B, and you need, it was meant to be like a remake of the original Pokemon, so they added some extra button help. In the world in which you're about to enter, you will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. Speak to people and check things wherever you go, be it towns, roads, or caves. Gather information and hints from every source. New paths will be open to you by helping people in need, overcoming challenges, and solving mysteries. At times you'll be challenged by others and attacked by wild creatures. Be brave and keep pushing on. Through your adventure, we hope that you'll interact with all sorts of people and achieve personal growth. That is our biggest objective. Press the A button and let your adventure begin. Yes, indeed. I think this is pretty cool. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. Some Pokemon are pets, others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. First, tell me a little about yourself. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? I'm a boy. Let's begin with your name. We'll do the usual. Now, Gen 3 doesn't do capitalization. Actually, what's the select button on the GameCube controller? See? No, that is not the select button. Crap. I don't know what functions of the select button. Is it Y? Okay, Y is the select. Y or X are the select buttons. Okay. Good thing I checked that. I didn't realize that initially. So I'll be doing capitalization, even though Gen 3 does not really use capitalization at all. Just because. There you go. What? No. It completely dropped the last two things I was pushing. That was really weird. Oh boy, we're gonna have a very rough time with this, won't we? Here we go. L, M. Thank you. That was weird. Yes. Don't make me restart this early. Alright, what's his name now? Does it really matter? We'll give him a new name. We'll give him a... Well, technically his name is supposed to be Blue. So we'll keep with the canon, and we'll name him Blue. Even though the game defaults to green since this is FireRed, he's just referred to as Blue in the games. Okay, that's right, I remember now. His name is Blue. Viridian Pokemon Legend is about to unfold. The world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. Alright, we have an NES. Even though this was the era of the GameCube, they wanted this to be a complete throwback. So like every Pokemon game, we can start by taking an item out. Actually, they might not do this anymore. I don't know, I have to check. But anyway, that's so much for that, I guess. Okay. I don't think you need to speak to your mother at the start of this game. In fact, I'm not even sure when, if ever, you need to speak with her. So, I think to start off, we try to leave town. Rookie mistake, of course. Hey, wait, don't go out! It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in the tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know, here, come with me. And unlike Yellow, where they let you get in the grass so you can catch the Pikachu, we don't even get that far. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Blue? Let me think. Oh, that's right, I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Malcolm. There are 3 Pokemon here. Haha! The Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer, but now in my old age, I only have these 3 left. You can have one. Go on, choose. Hey, Gramps, no fair. What about me? Be patient, Blue. You can have one too. Okay, so like usual, we have Squirtle, No, I don't want Squirtle. There's a specific Pokemon here I want to take. One, because it's my favorite, and two, because it makes a certain thing much, much, much easier later on. And it's to not take either of these two. Instead, we are going to opt to take probably the hard route, which is Charmander. This Pokemon is really quite energetic. And I did this in my Leaf Green, and I'm going to do it again here. And people probably can guess why I did it. There's a few reasons why I did it, but I think Charmander gives the most valuable experience. I'll take this one then. Blue receives Squirtle. Okay. Now, due to bad luck, you can actually lose this fight, but it doesn't really matter if you lose or win the first two rival fights. Pretty much, it's more or less the same thing. I love the music for this remake, by the way. This is like the first Pokemon game I really consider to be really, really good, which is pretty nice. You never had a Pokemon battle before, what you don't know. Some trainers pit their Pokemon against each other. Trainer that makes the other trainer's Pokemon faint by lowering their HP to 0 wins. But rather than talking about it, you'll learn more from experience. Try battling and see for yourself. Okay. I mean, we could basically just scratch away the whole time. We're likely to win. We don't really need to do anything else. Inflicting damage on the foe is the key to any battle. And then he's going to do that, so he'll hit more. So you could get crit here a few times and pretty much lose. It's not really worth using the potion on. Oh, look at that. Critical immediately is the second attack. That's what I like to see. Is he going to attack? Thank you. Got a little worried there for you, Blue. Okay, that was probably the easiest rival battle I've ever done. Level up. What? Unbelievable. I picked the wrong Pokemon. I mean, listen, I'll take the one. I'll take Squirtle if you want. That'll be pretty easy. Excellent. If you win, you earn prize money and your Pokemon will grow. Battle other trainers and make your Pokemon strong. Yes, sir. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon battle toughen it up. Malcolm Gramps, smell you later, and he stomps off like usual. Okay. We don't really need to talk to Oak at all. I think if you know what you need to do next, you just go ahead. Look. Papa was saying one of those trainer tip signs. Press start to open the menu. We don't need to do that. I think you have to do this initial portion first before you can do anything. So we're liable to run into any sorts of craziness in this playthrough. I'm hoping we run into at least one shiny that is not, what's the word I'm looking for? That is catchable, excuse me. The only problem I have with my setup is that it plays audio from the computer. I don't think I can turn that off, really, which is unfortunate. So I'm actually hearing double, but that's fine. It's Pokemon. It's not like it's anything ridiculous. Please visit us in Viridian City, and we get a sample, which is a second potion. Cool. Please come see us if you need Pokeballs. Yes. I don't think you can buy Pokeballs until you get the Pokedex, so that's our only goal right now, is to head north. There's no trainer battles on Route 1. It's a very peaceful route. I hope we see at least one shiny. So, I guess the cat's out of the bag. I'm running a lot of playthroughs at the moment, and it's kind of a little ridiculous, I know. But, I want to do playthroughs on GBA games. There's a couple GBA and GBC games I want to do playthroughs on. I just said the same thing twice, kind of. I want to do this game, which I'm already doing. I don't think I'll do Leaf Green, because I already own a copy of it, and that's like my Master Gen 3 save is Leaf Green. I might buy another Emerald. Maybe. That's not happening anytime in the near future. Learned Ember, very good. And I have Ruby and Sapphire, and I want to play those two. I want to play A Link to the Past because I like the GBA version a little bit better than the SNES version, which is available on the Wii U. And I want to also play the Oracle series because I haven't played those in close to a decade, so I really want to play those. So we'll save and heal. And there's also the Yu Yu Hakusho game. I gotta look through my whole list of GBA and GBC games. It's not a ridiculous list. I'm not saying it's something I'm gonna do every single month. But now that I have the means to do it, when the itch kind of just, you know, presents itself, I do want to scratch it. And I bought this like a month or so ago, and it is a reused card, so it might not work the whole way, but it is a good demo, basically, to get us, you know, started, which is, that'll definitely help. So now I gotta go back to Oak and drop this off. Oh my god, that double music is ridiculous, holy shit. It's not on the recording. I checked the recording. It's because of the way my stuff is wired. And actually, I could probably fix it, but I would end up with the delayed music. I don't think there's any way for me to get the live music without connecting another headphone that's not connected to my computer. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to mess around and figure it out. Alright. Like I said, it doesn't really matter, though, because it's Pokemon. By the time I do Yu Yu Hakusho and A Link to the Past, I do want to have that figured out, because those games are more action-y. Oh, Malcolm, how is my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to be growing more attached to you. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What's that? You have something for me? It's Oak's parcel. Now, I'm not really sure what's supposed to be in it. Oh, the custom Pokeball. I had it on order, thank you. Custom Poke. I guess he just ordered 10 Pokeballs. I almost forgot. What'd you call me for? Alright, I have a request for you two. On the desk there is my invention, the Pokedex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Malcolm and Blue, take these with you. Now remember, there's not a lot of ways to complete the Pokedex in Gen 3, because this was a hard reboot of the franchise. You can't get detailed data on Pokemon just by seeing them. You must catch them to obtain complete data. So here are some tools for catching wild Pokemon. You get 5 Pokeballs. Okay, good. Neither of those were Tata or shiny, thank the Lord. When a wild Pokemon appears, it's fair game. Just throw a Pokeball at it and try to catch it. This won't always work, however. Healthy Pokemon can't escape. You have to be lucky. To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream, but I'm too old. I can't get the job done. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Alright, leave it all to me. I hate to say it, but you won't be necessary for this. I know I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one. Haha, don't bother coming around to my place after this. Completely telling you what to do. Now, do these guys give you anything? Stay Pokemon is his aid. So, yeah, okay. You are literally twins. Alright. Together, they're twins. It's always excellent to see you guys have original things to say. Okay. Grandpa asked you to run an errand. Gee, that's lazy of him. Here, this will help you. Even though we don't really need the town map. Well, I kind of do once we get to the Sevi Islands. Okay. I don't need to put it to select or anything. Actually, where do you get the running shoes from? I don't remember in this game. I don't think you get it from your mother. I think this is the one game where you don't get it from your mother. I think you have to wait. I think it might be Viridian, maybe. So one thing I did like about the next remakes, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, is that they solved the running issue by having it be a toggleable setting that you could easily toggle off and on. And, I mean, in this game, we're not so lucky. So, to complete the first boss, we kind of need to do this. Well, I didn't record my yellow playthrough. And I can do a playthrough on yellow. I do own it. Oh, shit, I hope the battery still works. We're in a race against time over here, because some of these saves are going to implode, basically. Okay, we're not catching that Pidgey. It's just a good, more fodder for Charmander. Just because I need some levels. As you know, the first gym is Brock. And it's kind of funny because I did say I wanted to play this back when I was playing Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I said I wanted to play this. This game, in my opinion, is better than Let's Go Eevee. Even though Let's Go Eevee has, you know, some of the more modern changes, like the special physical split, better move pools, reusable TMs. I think this game is still ultimately a better game because it's, you know, more of a game. You can actually battle trainers. Oh, you can battle wild Pokemon, as you can see here, so you can get an infinite amount of experience without having to do silly gimmicks like throwing a Pokeball or pretending to throw a Pokeball. I cannot stress that enough. That really turned me off about the game the further and further I went in. And it's not that it's It is kind of a bad design choice, actually, but it's more so the fact that it's motion controls. And even at higher levels, Pokemon break out pretty easily. Whereas here, if we just grind for a little bit, we can get tons of level-relevant experience. Now, granted, it won't be shared with the whole party, but, I mean, that's just the price you pay, to be honest with you. What it really means is we have a core group of Pokemon that we really care about. So what we're going to do is we're going to head west. It's been years since I played through these games, by the way. Like, I played through Leaf Green, I think, back when I was in middle school. Like, I have the... I can't tell... I don't think they document when the save file was first made for these older games. Alright, perfect. I want to catch this. I'm going to use you on Brock and hopefully the whole playthrough. So let's scratch it. And I'm not going to nickname my Pokemon or anything. If in the future I ever do randomizers, that is... I do want to kind of look into that because... Oh my lord, of course. You can't... The one time I don't need a crit. You are crit happy, my friend. It's fine, we'll just get another. But I do want to catch a Mankey for Brock and for a couple other gyms and whatnot. Oh, sweet. There you go. This one is... it's a lower level, though. Let's see if we can catch one at level 5, so I don't have to spend more time doing... Well, now look at that. But yeah, I want to see if I can catch one at level 5, like what I had. Level 4, level 5, not level 3. That's too much. That's no good. I'm not accepting that as acceptable work. Let's see. We became... Look at this. No! All you did was change the sex. Come on. Oh my god. I am incredibly unlucky. Okay, this is only getting louder and louder. We're at that point where I'm trying to keep the window open because it's too hot to like just leave it all open all the time, but it's also too cold because it's we're at that weird part of the year where it's a little mixture of both. Just do that. I've never actually really used a Primate. I did it when I played through Yellow on the Virtual Console because I really do like Pokemon Yellow. I think Pokemon Yellow is actually pretty fun. I mean, it's Gen 1, so it has a bunch of flaws, don't get me wrong. Okay, come on. Okay, if I don't find a good one in the next 2 or so Mankeys, I'm just going to catch it. And just deal with it, which kind of sucks. Because we're starting to get, like, perfectly caught Mankeys right here. The good news is I could just use Ember when I find, like, a level 5. I'm also looking for Spearow, any of the Nidoran, stuff like that. Because I did like that about Let's Go Eevee, is I did get a pretty varied party, which was pretty fun. But as you probably can guess now, it's kind of a little different. And we're back to like more typical Pokemon where you just kind of either get good Pokemon or bad Pokemon and that's it. But I do like that at least I could play these again. I think that'll be pretty cool. Okay, now we're not going to find any Mankey. The game is going to tell me to screw off. Now Rattata isn't an awful Pokemon to take, but I think Raticate can learn Surf. But, I mean, given how many rocks, grounds, and other types of Pokemon there are, it's better to just, you know, take an actual water type. You get a little further. I think Raticate can learn Surf. I know Rattata can learn, I think, Thunder. Its normal types have very weird move pools. Because, you know, they're normal types. It's like the one type that's not good against anything. It just has, like, resistances, basically. I think Ghost is the only type with 2 resistances, I think. Maybe, I might be wrong. Most types only have 1. Okay, we're gonna get to level 10 before this even happens. I'm catching the next one, I don't care what level it is, and we'll just have to tough it out. Because now the game thinks it's funny, it's not dropping anymore, even though we got like 6 in a row. Now, I'm not going to go too far before I fight ooh, this is going to take him out in one turn. I'm not going to go too far because I know Gary is waiting just around the bend. Or, I'm sorry, Blue is just waiting around the bend for me to show up. So that's totally not going to happen and be a thing. Okay. Very good. Let me... Oh, please start praying, and I should actually save to make sure this copy saves. Let's catch this. Okay. Please, no critical hit. Holy shit. Oh, that GameCube D-pad. Okay, let's go for it. I think they start off knowing Karate Chop, if I'm not mistaken, because in this generation, Karate Chop is a fighting type move as opposed to Gen 1 where it's a normal type move. Some of the most core moves nowadays are no longer normal type. And look at that, we get the little click. I think this is the first game to do the click, by the way. Yankees data, very good. Light and agile on its feet, and ferocious in temperament. When angered, it flies into an uncontrollable frenzy. Okay, let's get out of here since nothing else appeared on this route anyway. Oops. I pressed Y because I'm used to that now. Let's see what you got. Adamant Nature Charmander. Oh, damn. That's pretty good. And Bashful. Alright, these are some pretty good. Vital Sleep. And I mean, Vital Sleep. Vital Spirit, which will prevent sleep. Oh, no, you don't know Karate Chop. I think you learn it quickly, though. So let's go heal up. I do believe they learn it pretty quickly. So that'll be good. Obviously, I want to also catch a Pikachu because, I mean, come on. This is basically Pokemon Yellow remade. I'm surprised they didn't just remake Pokemon Yellow. I mean, to be fair, they wanted to remake the 10th anniversary, I think it was, or near 10th anniversary of the original games. But, I think this is my favorite tile set of all the old Pokemon games. It just looks so good, and they didn't reuse it for Emerald. What they did reuse is they did reuse the text. The text, what's it called? The text style. They did reuse this for later Pokemon, for Emerald. Emerald uses a different type of font than Ruby and Sapphire, which is very noticeable once you actually have seen it. It uses the this text font. This is a completely different tile set than Ruby and Sapphire, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. I need to switch their order. Let's bring them in. Yankee. Scratch. Hopefully we learn Karate Chop like level 8 or something. So we can skip this battle with the rival. I forget when he leaves. I think it might be before the SS Anne we can fight him. Oh no, we're splitting experience now. That's like the worst thing you could do. Now remember, at level 13 they intentionally gave Charmander Metal Claw, which is a rare move because you get, that's pretty lucky actually to get an Adamant Charmander. But they intentionally split it because, oops. Sure, whatever. You can only get, can't really get any good types when you pick Charmander to fight Brock with. I mean, in this generation, special defense and special attacker are split, and they don't even share the same IV pool, which is pretty nice. But it was still a little bit annoying, I guess. I never did it. You could get away with using it. Remember, in a Yellow, you kind of need to get a different Pokemon. Or level your Pikachu a ton. Okay, when you don't split it, you get 31, which is pretty nice. Let's see if we can find a Spearow. I guess maybe they don't appear on this route. I could have sworn Spearow do appear. Oh well. Guess not. They were here? No, Let's Go. Maybe Let's Go just has a bigger Pokemon pool at the start. It seems like there's only Rattata and there's only a few other types of Pokemon. Which is unfortunate, truthfully. Alright. Let's go heal him. It's because we leveled up a little bit on Route 1 first. Okay, let's see if we can go past this guy now. I think no matter what, you have to talk to him, right? I've had my coffee, that's what I need to get going. What's that red box you have? You're working on your Pokedex. Let me give you a word of advice. Pokemon is on my updates its data. You don't want to. I just did. Dude, I have 2 Pokemon. Alright, whatever. This is the old man tutorial, as we all know. It's the infamous one that in Generation 1 you can use for a million exploits. Since I do own Pokemon Blue, I could, in theory, one day play it, but what's the point, to be honest with you? The other thing is that, and this was kind of another reason why I wanted to play this instead of emulating it, is that if I do beat this game, I can import these Pokemon to Gen 7, and then in theory Gen 8, so, you know, they could appear in multiple playthroughs. Now, every Gen 3 Pokemon kind of sucks, to be fair. So I'm not going to totally be like, well, you know, whatever. But it is something cool to possibly get. You get the Teachy TV. Something you don't understand, watch that. You show the basics. I think the Teachy TV's guy's brother or cousin is in Heart Gold Soul Silver. I think he's the one who gives you the eggs if you give him the right passwords. Dude, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, man. That was like the first end of my childhood, like, feeling. Even though I was in high school, it was so crazy to play these games that I remembered so fondly as a kid, with like a million new things added to them. So many loving touches, walking Pokemon, which should have been a staple from there on out. I don't know why they went back in Black and White. There's a lot of stuff they did right in those games that when Black and White 1 came out, I was just like, this game is nothing to Heart Gold Soul Silver. And I didn't even give Black and White 2 a chance, which, now that I'm playing White 2, it's actually a pretty good game. I really enjoyed it. Now, is it better than Heart Gold? I think Heart Gold Soul Silver are going to be my favorite Pokemon games for a while. I do like Omega Ruby and Ultra Sun. I think those are pretty fun. And I guess White 2 can be added to that, so that might be like my top 4. And I guess Fire Red Leaf Green would be my top 5. It depends. I'm gonna finish up White 2 before I firmly write the check. Alright, low kick. Okay, that works. I mean, at that point, we can almost move on. Maybe. I think there's a Fire Punch TM. No, there isn't, because this is the new TM set. The new TM settings. So there isn't one. It's part of the big overhaul they did between Gen 2 and Gen 3, is they standardized the TM list way more. They completely redid it from the ground up. Okay, we're not really getting that much anymore. Let's move on. I guess Spearow doesn't appear on that route, so whatever. Actually, what is he gonna have? He's gonna have like a Pidgey. Let's save. I think this is a refurbished copy, so there shouldn't be a save. Yeah, okay, good. I had to send back a copy before. I think I bought my first copy off Amazon, which is a horrible mistake. Buy it from GameStop, because it seems like they actually give a shit and refurbish their cartridges. So that's good. Is there an item up here? Should have brought a guide or something. I actually do have a Fire Red Leaf Green guide. I just thought about that. Hey, Malcolm. You don't have to face the Pokemon League. Forget about it. You probably don't have any badges, do you? The guards won't let you pass. Or won't let you through without them. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? Yeah, he surprises you. Alright. Yeah, he has a Pidgey. I don't think his Pidgey knows Gust or anything, so we could probably just get away with low kicking it. Oh my lord, wow. Well, I think we know who's carrying this fight. I think you are kind of supposed to come back after Brock. We'll swap in a second here. Oh, jeez. Actually... no, I can't use a Pokemon. Oh, jeez. Let's use a potion. Now I'm swapping to Charmander. He doesn't get a crit. Oh, he moves faster than I do. Well, that sucks. Oh, Mankey, come on! You fucking choking! Wow. Did not come through in the paint at all. Okay. I like how that's immediately 5 damage compared to 10. We halved his effective damage. Well, I think we're kind of screwed for Squirtle, because he's just going to use Water Gun, and I'm really, really screwed for that. Should have gotten that Pikachu first. Because I can't use Mankey at all. Oh, this is gonna be brutal. Alright, well, Tail Whip is different. I don't know, it has to know Water Gun. If I know Ember, it definitely knows Water Gun. Which is gonna be really bad. Okay, now you're just making me scared. Yeah, the GameCube controller's okay. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. Okay, that's only 7 damage. I'll blow both my potions if I need to win this. But I think we'll be good. We'll slowly tick them to nothing. Okay, I win. Oh, barely made it. Wow. Ka-ching, very good. Apparently he doesn't know Water Gun. I would have been in real trouble. Yeah, I did kind of luck out, but don't let him know that. Here, the Pokemon League is crawling with tough trains. I have to figure out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and... Dude, you just got your ass kicked. I hate when they do that shit in video games. Yeah, you need to focus and knuckle down. Like, dude, what? You got your ass kicked. You don't get to say anything. It's way too late for you to even open your mouth about anything. I gotta probably look up where the running shoes are. I think this game, it's not explicitly given to you. Because if you think I'm gonna walk the rest of the way, you a funny boy. I ain't doing that. Okay, let's heal. Okay. Let's see you again. Now we're going north. As long as I keep pressing select, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do that the whole playthrough. We're gonna use Mankey first. And then we're just gonna go north. Actually, let's check out some of the other places. Can you give me anything? I'm trying to memorize all my notes. Okay, that's not gonna help at all. Maybe it's one of his aides gives it to you. Yeah, I did want to catch a Spearow. Hey, loves Pokemon too. Coming up with nicknames is fun, but it's not easy to do. Okay, anyway. Get out of my way. Number 2. I think Pikachu can appear out here, but I think it's at a lower percentage rate, so let's just go into the Viridian Forest. There's no reason in hanging around here. You go into Viridian Forest, it's a natural maze, be careful you don't get lost. Time may be small. No, I have not. There's really no reason to catch a Rattata. That is a complete waste of time. Yeah, this is the origination of getting these nice little cut-ins. These unique cut-ins. There's a couple hidden items around here. I don't remember where specifically. Some of them are pretty helpful, but others are kind of just there. So now, Weedle wouldn't... Yeah, I'm not taking a Weedle. That's not happening. Oh, I should have bought a antidote. Because I know I'm going to get poisoned. First time I ever got poisoned in a Pokemon game, it was from a Weedle, and I'll never forget that. And I'm like, what is happening? Why is my screen flashing? Good old 6-year-old me was a natural at problem solving. Alright, that was easy. As you would expect from a level 4 Weedle. Let's see, I'm going to try to get a Pikachu at the bare minimum. Caterpie is not bad, because Butterfree learns a lot of different moves. But I don't think I'm going to take either of them this playthrough. I think I'll pass. Okay. Pretty straightforward. I mean, what is a Caterpie good for? Not really anything. That's why I don't really like to take some of these like original bug types. As much as I like Caterpie, and it was one of the Pokemon I had at the start of Gold, way back when. There's no real reason for me to take one. I think I'll pass on that. Okay, level 7. It's some good experience and levels anyway. Yeah, Pikachu, I think, appears at a rate of 5%, roughly. So it's out there. It's just, you know, 1 out of 20. So if you are feeling lucky, you might actually see one, maybe. Okay. This is the one time I do want to be ambushed over and over. Kakuna, which is okay. Kakuna's not a... I mean, it won't even evolve faster into Beedrill. It would be better to get a Weedle at this rate. Okay. Like, it would actually be legitimately better to get a Weedle, because this one won't evolve until level 10, and it knows nothing but Harden. As opposed to, you know, the other ones which know, like, Tackle and whatnot. I wonder if Combee and Beedrill live together, because they're both bees. I don't know, that's just one of those things. Cannot even really begin to tell you. Okay, well, despite all the defense ups, we're actually not doing too terribly. I think I might be able to make the border just a little bit smaller. And I'm intentionally keeping a little bit of border outside, just so it doesn't look super weird. It's like a movie theater. We've rolled back the curtains. Okay, there's something around here, and I never remember where it is. Nope, well, that's a wild encounter. That's definitely not what I'm looking for. Oh, shit! Immediately! Alright. Mission objective. Do not crit this, please. I need to hit it once. Thank you. You're going to be a #1 star player over here. Because we have a lot of water Pokemon and flying Pokemon to go through. And I'm expecting great things from it. Preferably a modest, timid, or neutral nature. That would be also very helpful. I forgot I even threw a Pokeball for a second and broke out immediately. Are you serious? This thing is going to eat up all my Pokeballs, but you know what? It's worth it. I don't care. Sacrifice them all. 1, 2... So what the fuck? Put up all the resistance right there at the beginning and then was like, you know what? It's not too bad in here. It's pretty good, actually. Small electric sacs on both its cheeks. If threatened, it loses electric charges from the sacs. Alright, so no, we won't give you a nickname. I keep pressing Y. This is the dude. It's in my head. It's never getting out. Let's see. Adamant, which is probably the worst nature we could get for you, but we're finding a lot of adamant Pokemon, which is pretty spooky. Whatever. However it works out, you know? Okay, we get a Pokeball back, so it's like we only spent 1. I don't really even need to grab anything else from here. It's kind of a waste. Okay. At this point, we just need to fight the battles so we can win. I mean, get the items too. Why not? Get the potion back that I used. Oh, you're not a trainer. Okay. Now, for the bug catchers, we could use Mankey. Ideally, though, we should probably use Charmander. Well, we should really use Pikachu. Just so Pikachu can get a little bit of experience, even if we need to swap out. Hey, you have Pokemon. Come on, let's battle them. Okay. Level 6. Oh, good God. They're way stronger. I'm gonna probably have to swap out. I think Pikachu needs a little help here. Actually, kind of glad that we caught one so early. We don't have to spend forever grinding here. Now, I think in later gens, female Pikachu have a dent in the tail, whereas this generation is the one before they introduced form changes. Ember. Well, he's busy using String Shot for some reason. Not enough to level up. Okay, well, Caterpie's pretty simple. I think Caterpie can only tackle. Caterpie doesn't get like a stab. In fact, I think it wasn't even until Platinum where these Pokemon are able to harm Ghost types. They gave them all Bug Bite as like a neutral Pokemon move. Or a neutral Bug type move. Like, it's not even that they couldn't get a stab or anything. They couldn't attack Ghosts, period, because their only moves were... Well, Weedle could. It's a couple of different Pokemon that couldn't do it. Maybe we'll get the Vaporeon. Look at that, perfect. See, this is something that Let's Go didn't have. Let's Go has no abilities whatsoever, for whatever reason under the sun. It is the most bland and basic Pokemon game I think I've ever played. And for that reason, that's kind of why I wasn't a huge fan of it. See, here we have abilities coming into play. We have all sorts of different stuff. We could give Pokemon items. Let's use Scratch. I need to teach you Fire Punch if it's possible in this game. There might be a tutor for it. Maybe. Okay. Pikachu grew to level 4. No, Caterpie can't hack it. I do kind of want to go back and heal. Where's our next trainer? Right there. Okay. I'm never going to stop pushing Y. That is the curse of this playthrough. Let's just send Pikachu in and then swap out. Yo! You can't jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer. Yo, yo, yo! It's definitely an early 2000s game. Okay. Change Pokemon. Let's use Charmander. Because I want to spend as few turns dealing with Poison Sting as possible. Because you know it's going to poison me, and then I'm going to be like, well, what, how? How could this have happened? It's a mystery. Whoa! Just sucks that no matter what I do, they're always going to have the one-turn advantage on me, but it's just the way of the world. There you go, level 5. What a mystery. Oh, crap, I didn't swap. Shit. Whatever. It's too late. Nah, I'm not going to give him 2 free turns, including one on the weak Pokemon. It's such an old Pokemon thing to do. Here we go. Now, it might not know Tackle. I might be able to solo this. Shock. Shouldn't even really need to use any TMs on Pikachu. It'll learn all the other moves naturally. The real question is a matter of when will it learn it as opposed to anything else. Yep, we're good. Let's throw this one in here as a freebie. Because if it knew Tackle, it probably would have used it already. Okay, and Thundershock. I don't expect a level up, I just expect a good chunk of the bar, so that's fine. 106. Oh, damn, alright. Look at that. Learn Tail Whip, which is not very helpful. Yeah, I realize this is the same victory theme music as the other Gen 3 games. I don't know why I thought it was different. You got 1 antidote. Sure. Ooh. Does it even lead anywhere? I keep pressing Y, man. It's bad. I don't think you can edit the controls, can you? Not really. You can only change select to the bumper buttons. Which, I mean, I guess maybe that would be better. Although then I opened the Teachy TV by accident. So I think I'll leave it as is. Full? Yeah, we want full. Alright. There's nothing else to do. It's a very rudimentary emulation screen. It has the bare essentials. I was about to say, no wild encounters. Dead silence here. Okay. Shock. Don't worry, Brock is gonna completely ruin my existence. That was a nice crit. Brock is gonna completely ruin my existence because we've been doing a little too well. We gotta take it down a few notches. You know what I mean? You can't be just dominating the whole game. Let's save. That's not the save. Actually, perfect. This gives us a chance to do this. Battle scene on. Sound mono. We can put that to stereo. Button mode help. LR. L equals A. We can change the frame. I don't think there's any frames I really like that much, to be honest with you, though. Oh, they have the OG frame! I didn't know that. Let me turn on the red. Get a little snazzy. What are you doing? Oh. You know that Pokemon evolve. I was like, wait, you're looking away? He's looking for the one random dude who tried to walk behind him. So, because he said that, I'm not sure if his Metapod would know Tackle or not. I feel like it would. Okay. Maybe eventually we'll turn off Battle Scene. I think everyone here has seen these 1,000 times, but I kind of like keeping it on. There's something just aesthetically appealing about watching a Pokemon battle. Very simple. You are gaining a lot of experience very quickly. Caterpie. I'm feeling lucky. Even though Thunder Shock isn't exactly the strongest move ever. I really hope the audio isn't too desynced for this, like the mic audio versus the actual gameplay. I'm gonna have to check that and make sure, because I feel like it will be. Which means at that point I'll probably record the audio set. Well, actually no, technically it's not better. You know, because of what I found out is that Sony Vegas actually lags the audio a little bit. It's not a perfect one-to-one, whereas OBS it's a perfect one-to-one. Like the audio stays where it is. So I don't think I'll be using Sony Vegas ever again. Because remember, the only other alternative to Sony Vegas I used Crash that one time. With Luigi's Mansion, I never used it. Audacity is okay. Like, a lot of people swear by it. I'm apparently the only person who ever had a problem with Audacity. Because it was the one time I needed it to not fail, and it totally did. That's what happens. Weird stuff always happens whenever you record gameplay. Or weird stuff just never happens, and it only happens when you're not recording. It's one or the other. And you'll find it's all one or it's all the other. It's never like a mix of both, you know, a healthy variety, you know, you get some cool stuff, you get some not so cool stuff. Nope. Figure it out, asshole. Thunderwave. Oh, that's helpful. That's a really helpful move. I lost! Now what sucks is we won't be able to teach one of my good Pokemon, Iron Tail. Which is going to be annoying, because I wish I could teach it to both Charmander and Pikachu. Charmander, to be fair, is going to get Metal Claw in about a level or two, and we could just roughly stick with that, if we really wanted to. I think you're a higher level than Mankey now, by the way, so we might need to not use you too much. Because you're not going to really do us any favors in the upcoming gym battle. I keep doing it. I gotta temper myself. Yeah, you've gotten a lot of good levels. Let's level Mankey a bit. I'm gonna try to use Mankey as my ace in the hole against Onix. They both have really low special defense, so I mean there is that. But yeah, I ran out of things to say. They both have really low special defense, so we could use Ember against them. I mean, Metal Claw would probably work better because we have Adamant, and then that's also a ×2 because they're both rock. So we'll have to really kind of wait and see, I guess. They didn't do any Fire-type Pokemon any favors in Gen 1. In the same way they didn't do the Grass-type starters any favors in Gen 2. So, I mean, it's really up to you. You know, take your pick. I prefer both of the hard modes, pretty much. Because Chikorita, I don't think, has any type advantages against any gym in Johto. It might have type advantages against certain Pokemon, like Poliwrath, but it doesn't really have type advantages against really anything. And it is truly tragic and unfortunate. Not to mention its move pool isn't exactly the best. And that's the curse of Grass-type Pokemon. Unfortunately. What? I can't even see that little bit of health. That is legitimately 1 HP. Okay, well at least we didn't get poisoned. Could always be worse. Level up. Okay, I might stop the recording here in a bit, because I gotta do like 1 or 2 things. So that when we return, we'll continue. I'm gonna keep playing this tonight, because I'm enjoying myself. Okay. You notice the skinny trees on the roadside, they can be cut down by a special Pokemon move. Any Pokemon live only in forested caves, you need to persist and look everywhere. You know, the evolution cancel technique, when a Pokemon is evolving, you can stop the process, a technique for raising Pokemon the way they are. I could have sworn there was a Professor Aid somewhere here. It's really kind of weird. I have no clue where they are then. They're the running shoes. There aren't many serious Pokemon trainers here. They're all like bug catchers, you know, just hobbyists. But Pure Gym's Brock isn't like that, not one bit. It's kind of weird. Where is the running shoes in this game? It's really kind of spooky. And I do not plan on running through the whole game with the basic shoes. That would be miserable, to say the least. Actually, maybe I should stop right here. So let me save. And then when I come back, I'll continue. I only have 3 Pokemon. Yeah, we're not completing the Pokedex. That's not happening. In Gen 3, that's actually a lot of legwork and a lot of replaying of other games, which I don't think I'm going to do. I think I'll hold off on that one just a little bit.